Max, there's just one more thing to do.
Oh, no.
This week. Just got to do one more thing.
Do we have to?
We just
don't have
We
to.
just have to do one more thing.
We don't have to do it, do we?
Free money!
For your bookie.
Free money!
For your bookie.
My college football picks against the spread.
Would you like to boldly announce your current record?
My betting history has been spot on. I have won 32 games this year.
And
I've correctly guessed 32 games this year.
Lost how many?
Doesn't seem important.
40-something.
Doesn't seem important.
40-something.
So I've picked 32 games right, and so you can bet that some, if not all, of these are going to be right.
Probably not many of them.
Max, we've got 11 games to get through. It's a huge
It is
slate.
a big week.
This might actually be like the last big week.
Right.
You know? So let's get going. Max, what's our first game?
The Rice Owls taking on the Charlotte 49ers. 1 p.m. Saturday on the road. They are 10.5-point dogs.
Nope. 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 I'm done.
Done with Rice?
I'm done.
You're just not.
I'm done.
You're just.
I am not even going to entertain the possibility of taking Rice. I'm not. I can't.
Yeah.
I've been so burned by them. Every time I've put some faith in them, I've been so burned. I don't think I've won a Rice game yet, with the exception of I think I picked them in the game there was no line that they won against Prairie View A&M.
Yep.
I'm done. I can't. I think that my record in free money is largely due to Rice. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm taking Charlotte minus 10.5, and I feel great about it. And you know what? Charlotte's not that good.
I think you've lost more games than you can blame on Rice.
Charlotte's not that good.
Charlotte
enters this game 4-5, and their best win, but they are hot right now. They've won at Marshall and at Southern Miss heading into this game. Now they come home to take on a woeful Rice team. Yeah, Charlotte's going to win this game. Charlotte's going to win this game running away. I'm taking Charlotte minus 10.5. If you can't tell, I'm a little mad at Rice.
I can see that, yeah.
So, okay.
All
What's
right,
next?
Okay. UTEP on the road in another ineptitude bowl, taking on Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic, a 3-point favorite at home, 5 p.m. Saturday.
Boy, howdy, Max.
Boy, UTEP, that is not good.
That is not good. But that speaks to the fact that Rice has been very bad on the road. UTEP has been very bad.
Rice, too.
Rice, too.
Yeah.
UTEP's been very bad on the road. They pretty much, basically their one good game on the road was at the Alamo Dome, which we chalk up to weird football.
Right. Hashtag weird football.
I will tell you that Florida Atlantic is a very bad team. They're a very bad team.
Yes.
That, of course, made mincemeat of Rice last week.
Yep.
They're a very bad team. I think I'm going to take UTEP plus 3. I think that they can keep this game close, even on the road. I think I liked what I saw. I liked what I saw last week from Aaron Jones. Maybe they get their wheels back on. I'm taking UTEP.
They were playing an FCS team last week.
I know.
Greg.
Taking UTEP.
No wonder you're
You know what? When that's right, I want you to apologize.
I'm not going to.
What's next?
3 p.m. Saturday, the Idaho Vandals rolling into San Marcos take on the Bobcats, who are 7.5-point dogs.
This is a bit of a surprising line to me because Idaho's not very good.
Very well lately.
Idaho's 5-4.
Yeah.
Okay, and they do have a couple of nice wins under their belt. They beat Louisiana Monroe. They beat Louisiana Lafayette. They went on the road and beat UNLV.
They play in a circus tent.
There's all that. They play in the Kibbie Dome. The thing to know about...
Yeah, but you've seen it. It looks like a tent.
Of course.
It's weird.
The thing to know about Idaho is that they're going to come out firing. They want to throw the ball around a lot. Matt Linehan, their quarterback, is actually not trash horse. He's actually okay. And so this, once again, I hate to keep banging on this drum, but when Texas State runs the ball well, they are pretty good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say pretty good, but they are average, okay? When they run the ball well. When they don't, they struggle. And I will tell you that this is a pretty average Idaho rushing defense. I think that's enough to get a win.
Right.
Now, is it enough to win by 7 or really 8? That's a tough one. I think I'm going to go with Idaho here. I'm going to take Idaho minus 7.5. I don't feel great about it, but there's just not a lot to trust from Texas State right now. But then again, Texas State's been so up and down that it would not surprise me if they came out and just throttled Idaho. But I will take Idaho minus 7.5.
All right.
What's next?
North Texas Mean Green hit the road. Take on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, 2:30 p.m. Saturday. Western Kentucky, a 28.5 point favorite. Boy, I don't know about you. I think I'm going North Texas on that one.
Oh, man.
28.5 points is a lot.
I think this is a big overreaction to what happened last week.
I think so, too.
I think Vegas is looking at what happened where Louisiana Tech just drummed them.
Yeah. But they didn't. I mean, like, down the stretch they did. But it was close.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It was close. Now, this was at Apogee.
Yep.
And this game will be on the road in Murfreesboro. Is it Murfreesboro?
No, that's Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee. Where's Western Kentucky?
On the Hilltop.
Got it.
Hilltop, Tennessee, or Kentucky. It's Hilltop somewhere.
Western Kentucky is Bowling Green.
Obviously.
I would say I think I'm going to take North Texas. I think they keep this thing close. They don't win this game. To be clear, they don't win.
No.
But I could see a game a lot like Louisiana Tech where they lose like 45-26. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Maybe this is this might be a reaction in general to North Texas' resume looks a lot better now. Or looked better when we thought Marshall was good. Marshall's losing a lot of games now. So
I'm going to take North Texas plus 28.5. Right. What's next?
UTSA on the road in Ruston taking on Louisiana Tech. 2:30 p.m. Saturday. They are 22-point underdogs.
Yeah, this is
another weird one.
This is a very weird one. Like Louisiana Tech looked really good, but at the same time, the thing about UTSA is that they have shown flashes where their defense just takes away the ball all the time.
They're playing for something, man.
They
one
are
game away.
They're one game away, and they know that if they win this, then they can. If they get to 7 wins, they're definitely in a bowl game. Like at 6-6, there is a outside shot they get left out.
Right.
At 7-5, they've got a great shot. Yeah. I think they keep this close. I'm not saying they win, but I'm saying they keep this close. I'm going to take UTSA plus 22.5,
right.
Or plus 22 rather. What's next?
SMU travels to East Carolina, 11 a.m. Saturday. They are 7-point underdogs.
Boy. And this seems like another overreaction to last week. That I know that SMU pooped all over themselves last week.
But the 2 games before that,
I get
solid.
But let's also remember this is not a good East Carolina team. This team enters 3-6. This is not a good team. They have been good at home. They're 3-1 at home. That's where they beat North Carolina State. That's where they beat Connecticut. The thing about them, though, is that their defense pretty much stinks.
Yeah.
And so I want to see this running game get going here.
Yeah. See if Braden West can have a day.
I want to see, and they're giving up 5.1 yards per carry on the ground. Okay, that's a key number here.
Yeah.
I want to see Braden West go nuts in this one.
Yeah.
I want to see him have a big game, take a lot of the pressure off of Ben Hicks. I'm going to take SMU plus 7.
Interesting.
On the road.
Interesting.
I like it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
What's next?
The Green Wave, Tulane, rolling into Houston, 2:30 p.m. Saturday. The Cougs, 24-point favorites. I'm pretty comfortable with the Cougs, 24-point favorites, because I watched the entirety of SMU Tulane. Mm-hmm. Tulane that's a very inept offense.
It's pretty inept.
The kind of offense that I think will be overwhelmed by the multiple blitz look of Todd Orlando's
24
defense.
Scares me, but
I
will take Houston.
I get that.
Especially at home, I will take Houston to cover 24. What's next?
All right. West Virginia Mountaineers heading into Austin. Texas, 2-point favorite, 11 a.m. Saturday. What?
Listen. All right, listen. You got to understand how Vegas works. Vegas wants to, at its very core, Vegas would like every line. This is a balance of money. Okay, so when money comes in on Texas, that's when the line goes up to encourage people to bet on West Virginia.
Right.
What this means is that there's a lot of money. I would like to see how this line has moved, but I would bet there's been a lot of money coming in on Texas.
Right.
Nope. No. Like what do we have that shows us that Texas can consistently play well?
Right.
We don't have any evidence of that. I think West Virginia is actually a pretty decent team.
Yeah.
And I think their defense is going to really give Shane Buechele a lot of trouble in this one.
It's possible.
The question's Dante Foreman, but the thing is, this West Virginia rushing defense, let me make sure I don't talk out of my butt, their rushing defense is actually decent. Yeah. It's about as good as TCU's rushing defense. Okay, I think they're going to slow down Dante Foreman, and they're going to make Shane Buechele beat him, and then I think that's church.
Yeah.
You're going to give me some points?
Yeah.
I'll take West Virginia +2.
All
yeah.
right, okay.
I'll take West Virginia +2.
Right.
I don't think it matters. It's basically a pick 'em, but I will take West Virginia +2.
All right.
What's next?
2:30 p.m. Saturday, the Red Raiders head to Stillwater. Oklahoma State, 12.5-point favorite. Boy, I think that's a lot.
I think it's a lot. Do you know they're number 13?
Oklahoma State? Yeah. They've played well lately.
They lost
to Baylor.
I agree. They lost to Baylor.
Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah.
This has a lot of red flags for me for Tech. One, Pat Mahomes is pretty clearly banged up.
Yeah.
Right? Do we agree with that?
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's pretty clearly banged up. Two, this is when you look at their loss to Baylor, Oklahoma State didn't get beat with just a bunch of, deep balls. They got beat methodically and down
Linwood had a good game.
Linwood had a good game.
Yeah, for sure.
Thirdly, this game's in Stillwater.
Stillwater, for sure.
And we have established here on the show that it is our belief that Texas Tech in Lubbock versus Texas Tech in Stillwater are two very different teams.
They haven't been that good in Lubbock lately.
I agree. I'm going to take Oklahoma State -12.5.
Right,
I think that they cover that. So I'm going to go Oklahoma State.
Speaking of Baylor, 11 a.m. Saturday, they head to Norman, and they are 15.5-point underdogs.
This is going to go one of two ways. Baylor's going to win a close one.
Yeah.
Or they're going to get their doors blown off.
Yeah, and I think, look, what I go back to this is we keep talking about how this is the Baylor spiral. Mm-hmm. This is where the spiral goes and continues, right? If you buy in on the spiral, it gets worse now, and I think you take Oklahoma in the points.
That's what I think. I think that if you are a believer, like I am right now, that Baylor could be in the middle of a tailspin.
Yeah, just a complete implosion.
I wonder if... And you saw what a TCU offense that had been struggling did against Baylor.
Yeah.
Here's an Oklahoma offense that is not struggling.
Yeah, and I think if you've seen some of the Stoops quotes, he's not been direct, but it's pretty clear he wants to hammer him.
Yeah, he wants to hammer. I'm going to take Oklahoma -15.5. I like them. I like them there, especially at home. Yeah. I like that. So, finally.
Ole Miss coming to College Station. A&M, 10.5-point favorite.
I would love to see how this line has moved ever since the Trevor Knight news. Yeah. I would bet that it's moved about 4 points. That'll be my guess.
But I guess, again, it's like we talked earlier in the week.
This is the battle.
Both teams lose quarterbacks.
This is the battle of backup quarterbacks here. Chad Kelly is out for
do we know yet if Shea Patterson's going to get the nod?
That's what I understand. Let me double-check this. I'm going to search Twitter real quick. Give me a second. You're listening to live coverage of me searching for who is going to be the...
if that's the case, Hubenak has the experience, but Patterson has the pedigree, right? He's the big recruit.
Let's see. I do not. I'm not seeing anything. There's a report out that Ole Miss is leaning towards starting Shea Patterson.
That's the last I heard too.
So that's all we know. We don't know who it's going to be. Here's the thing: is that I'm not sure that's going to matter. Right. Whoever they play. Whoever it is, it's going to be a backup quarterback, and I think the A&M defense, honestly, I think they feel embarrassed. I feel like they think they got their pants pulled down on national television by a not very good Mississippi State offense.
Fair enough.
I think they pin their ears back, depending on how healthy Myles Garrett is.
Sure.
I think they pin their ears back and come after whoever this quarterback is. The question's going to be, can they score enough? And again, you have to operate under the assumption that they are going to have to try to run the ball a little bit more. They're going to try to get the ball out to their wide receivers. Can they cover 10.5? Boy, that's a tough one. I think I'm going to be a homer for the state of Texas and lean towards A&M.
Okay.
I don't feel good about it at all. I'd stay away from it because there's so many unknowns.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is free money, so I pick every game. So I am going to take A&M. I feel horrible about it. I don't feel good, but I will take A&M -10.5. So my free money picks this week. I like Charlotte -10.5 against Rice. I like UTEP +3 at Florida Atlantic. I like Idaho -7.5 at Texas State. I like North Texas +28.5 at Western Kentucky. I like UTSA +22 at Louisiana Tech. I like SMU +7 at East Carolina. I like Houston -24 at home against Tulane. I like West Virginia +2 at Texas. I like Oklahoma State -12.5 at home against Texas Tech. I like Oklahoma -15.5 at home against Baylor, and I like Texas A&M -10.5 at home against Ole Miss.